Do you think the president need a trade deal with China for his re-election?
Well, that's a very good question. I can't predict how the elections will turn out. I will tell you that for the United States of America, if we want to remain a democratic republic, a deal that essentially allows the Chinese Communist Party to continue its actions that are essentially eroding both our economic prosperity and our democratic freedoms would be enormously damaging for the American people. So, I would hope that the president, looking for the long-term good of the nation, would do what's right, regardless of what the outcome of the 2020 elections is. As I noted in my op-ed, that the ability for U.S. corporations to offshore manufacturing in areas of low labor protections and low environmental protections really creates a disadvantage for the U.S. in terms of domestic investment, and it really puts American workers at a disadvantage with other countries when their own American corporations aren't willing to invest in job-sustaining investments in the United States. So I think the president is going to have to progressively move towards a regime where there's certainty injected into what businesses can expect, and the idea that we're in a trade war or that we're in some kind of temporary regime for tariffs is not really conducive to investment. What companies need is certainty about the geopolitical environment and the international trade environment. And so, more important than increasing tariffs is to designate how policy will be handled in the future with regard to China, particularly if they continue to behave in a certain manner. In other words, the president could actually help the situation by just saying, okay, we realize that China desires to be a non-market-based economy, and then by virtue of the fact that they will continue to be a non-market-based economy, that we are going to essentially treat them as a non-market-based economy as a permanent policy.